Good afternoon. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to Rusty Holler Garage. As you seen in the last video, we brought home a new car. Got us a '65 Plymouth Fury. Great car. Have really enjoyed it. Got to go out on date night on Friday night, which was really cool. So just found some few little problems, which I mean, it's not a perfect car by no means, but it's for what it is. It's in great shape. Just had some turn signal problems and mainly a grounding problem. So I've been working on that, and I'm about ready to go back together with it and get everything put back in the dash, get the steering wheel back in place like it should. But it's I think we're going to really enjoy having this here and enjoy making videos with it and just cruising town and enjoying a car show every now and then. So it's just going to be fun. And hope you all will come along with us on the journey as we go about our new channel here. And this is something new for us and something we've never done. And I do apologize because I am not a camera guy. I've never been in front of a camera. I would have struggled in Hollywood. Let's put it that way. So, with that said, I thought while I was putting this together, I would introduce myself, tell you a little bit about where I come from and my background, and where I got the love for cars. Cars has been part of my life since I was very, very small. I think, to be exact, right around about 5 years old. That's how far it goes back. And there's been times throughout my life where I haven't had cars and haven't, just had the essentials, had what I needed to either do the job or just do whatever I needed at the particular time. So it has been a long time since I had some vehicles that I worked on and done all that with, but I've never had a car like this from the 60s. I've wanted one for years, many years. Wanted a muscle car from the 60s. And back in those days, in my younger days, I was a GM guy. Just nothing but GM was all I was interested in. Did not have no interest in anything else. But in the recent years, I have been able to, kind of broaden my horizons, if you want to say it that way. I have, I've found the beauty in all cars and see what all of them have. A 54 Buick. They're great cars, great looking cars. Just love them. When's the last time you seen a 49 Dodge Wayfarer? That was just a great car. I mean, and the stories behind those cars. An old business coupe. What was the reason for a business coupe? All that stuff, just the stories behind it, has what made me just kind of, I guess, be a little more open-minded to cars other than GM. And then, so I mean, here we are today, and I have bought a Plymouth, and just never seen that ever coming. But I am really enjoying it so far, but just like for you to stick in there with us and enjoy this little adventure we're going to have, because this is going to be fun, I think, and I think all of us are going to have fun with it. And we've got some things coming up that we're planning to do, shows and that sort of thing, and then I've got some shop work that I'm going to be sharing with you all. I do have a shop, even though I'm in my driveway right now. I do have a shop. But I've got some work I need to do to it, and once I start that, I'll take you on that journey as well, and show some of my shop work, what I'm gonna be doing, how I'm gonna do my shop, and getting all that situated. But just to kind of give you an idea of what my main likes, what I enjoy now. Some years ago, I bought my first Jeep and just loved the Jeep, mostly, the CJs and the TJs and all that. I've had both. I've had a CJ, and I've had actually had a couple CJs. And then I've had two TJs that I thoroughly enjoyed. But I went for a long time without a Jeep. And once I bought another one last year, I was kind of disappointed that I went all those years without one. So you'll see some fun we have with our Jeeps. We currently have two. We have both of them are 2019. Mine is a four-door Wrangler with it's a Moab edition. And then my better half has she has a 2019 two-door Sport. So those Jeeps, you'll see those. We'll do Jeep Invasion here in Tennessee, and we went to Daytona this past year for Jeep Beach. And so, I mean, there's a lot of things we've done so far with our Jeeps, and we just never have done any filming. But we're going to change that moving forward. We'll do a lot of filming of where we go, what we do, and take you all on that Jeep journey. And hopefully there will be a project in the shop some of these days with another Jeep, and like with maybe a TJ or maybe even a CJ, depending on what we can find. And you know, the CJs are harder to find. That's any good anyway. They're just a little more difficult to locate. But we will definitely be looking for one. But then I'm not opposed to having a TJ. I'd really like to have one of them and another one, and fix one of those up. But as far as old cars is concerned, we're going to start here with this Plymouth, and then, you know, opportunities come along, we'll jump on them and take them, and it's no telling what we'll see in this driveway. I mean, because it's, like I said, my taste has changed and in cars, and it might be a GM this week or Plymouth next week. So, you know, it just depends on how things go, and we're going to have fun with it. But just kind of tell a little backstory on how all this started. I mentioned 5 years old. This is a shout out to my dad. He ran a service station, an Exxon service station, in a little small town in Alta Vista, Virginia, and he ran that service station for a very, very long time. Well, that's where I cut my teeth, and this is where it all started for me. Was there, you know, just being around the cars, you know, whether, you know, at the service station you've done a lot of different things, but mostly was brake jobs and you know, those kinds of just routine maintenance work. But it gave me that desire to make cars something that I want to be a part of, that car life, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Really pleased with what he was able to do and how successful his business was, and he ran that for many, many years, and really just hated to see it go away. But you know, he was close to retirement. It was time for him to do what he had to do. But big shout out to Dad, just for all those things he taught me, and also all those folks that I got to hang around with growing up. Most of them are not with us anymore, but just the customers and the people in and out of there, they had a lot on who I am today, I think. You know, you kind of, when you're young, you're very impressionable, and when you're hanging around good people, and older folks tend to be that way. They're a lot of fun to hang around and to learn stuff from, and that's how my life was. And so just a big shout out to my life back when I was a kid and teenager, and all through that, just a lot of fun. And looking back on it now, it was easy. It was easy to be a kid. It was easy to have fun and enjoy life, but you know, it paid off in the end because it made me who I am today. But as far as this, we're just trying to get this wrapped back up, and we did get the turn signals working. That was mainly a flasher. That was the problem with that. So if you're ever working on a Sport Fury and you don't know where the flasher is at, and it was tricky. I expected the flasher to be over here on the driver's side, left side of the steering column in that area. But it wasn't. This is the ashtray in this area here. The flasher was right beside of the ashtray on the right hand side of it. So it was a little bit tucked away, hidden, and the flasher was bad, couldn't hardly hear it. But we found it, put a new one in it, and that fixed that problem. So then then I found a fuse shot back in the back, so we gained some lights right here in the console, and hopefully we can get some dash lights here for the speedometer and all that. I just ran another ground to that, and hopefully we're making headway, getting this all suited up and getting it ready to ride and enjoy this summer and to rod run come fall. And so we've got a lot of things we want to do and a lot of things we want to enjoy. So it's gonna be pretty remarkable. A little journey we're going on here. So if this is your first time seeing the channel, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully I'm not boring you to death, but I just felt like I needed to come on here and introduce myself, let you know who I was and who I am and what my plans are. And I expect over time our channel will evolve more. But I do appreciate you tuning in. If you don't mind, like, share, subscribe, and come out and hang out with us. I mean, this is for us to make this journey together. I want all of us to just enjoy it, and maybe never know, one day we might be parked beside each other at a car show and having a good time. So just check back with me. I'm gonna make videos as I can and what I find, and like when I do stuff with this or anything else, the Jeep stuff, we'll do a lot of videos for that. We'll try to do a daily video for Jeep Invasion. If all works right and goes to plan, we'll try to do one each day, which will be fun. We can we'll try to do just a little bit, just kind of show you what goes on at the Jeep Invasion, in case you're not from this area and want to be here and for another one. So, but I encourage you, if you are a Jeep enthusiast and have Jeeps and enjoy being in them, I encourage you to come out to the Invasion. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of Jeeps come. It's a big turnout. They put on a great show at the LeConte Center, which is our big convention center here in town. And but yeah, it's going to be a fun time. It's in August, so if you do come out, we'll have some videos coming out with our Jeeps on here really soon, so you'll see what they look like and be able to go from there and just introduce you to all our vehicles and our little small fleet we have. And hope you all have a great day. And if you're still with me, I appreciate you hanging in there, and hope I didn't bore you too bad. We'll catch you the next time. And for now, Rusty Holler's going to tune out and do a little more work. Have a great day.